All right, guys, we are at the Electrified Expo here in New York, and we've been walking around a little bit. Not a lot of bikes here today, but there are a couple. I want to get back and check them out. Van Powers is here, so I definitely want to check out the Van Powers bikes, and I'm going to talk to some maybe Onyx or something also. And this is what it looks like, guys. When you first walk in, they have a bunch of cars, electric cars, of course, and that's what we started out by looking at first. All right, guys, we're sitting here checking out the Tesla Cybertruck today. And I don't know, it's still big and ugly. All right, guys, I want to apologize for the audio. I had to suppress a lot of music in this thing because they had music playing in the background, and it was a pain in the neck. But this is a Tesla robot, and this guy right here is I Scoot Connecticut. So first time I met him, and he's doing a little short with Alex here. Alex did a short with this. If you saw it, it was cute. And this place is definitely noisy for sure.
I would love to hear from you about how the chicken and egg problem has evolved. Now.
I did not suppress this audio so you could hear how loud it is here. Take a look at these cars here. This is a place that does wraps on cars. This is a Tesla they're doing a wrap on. The one they have next to this thing is all ready to have the wrap put on it. So that was kind of interesting to see them doing that. And these are motorcycles. This today is day one. We walked through. This is the first actual two-wheel thing we came to, and these are motorcycles from England, I believe they were from. A little pricey though. Kind of nice. You know, they battery-operated bikes. I'll show you the other side of this thing. The way the batteries go in is kind of cool. Not a gas tank. You've got a glove compartment there, whatever you want to call it, little compartment. And these are very classic-looking bikes, but for the money they wanted for them, too much money, I think. You know, you're probably talking 10 plus grand. You see this one here is not quite as nice as the other one. This one was $10,000. So, and that's the battery right there. They slide right in from the side. This one has two. So the batteries, the way they go in, really nice. This is kind of a bobber style. You got a nice carbon fiber fender on it. Nice little seat. They were interesting, but too much money. This place here, I believe they were Joker bikes, something like that. And this thing is a crazy bike here with this motor on this thing. Almost looks like they have a Luck Keep frame on that, but it's way beefier than that. But it's a similar style to it. Long swing arm on it. His skateboard, again, got the Joker on it. A lot of skateboard stuff like that. Here's another bike. A lot of these bikes down here are high performance bikes. These are dirt bikes over here. I don't know that much about dirt bikes, but in the future, who knows? I don't think I'll do dirt bikes because I really don't have the trails for it. I have the rail trails, but they're not really for dirt. A lot of Teslas here, guys, for sure. I saw a lot of Teslas, but there's a lot of electric cars in general. Lucid was there. Volvo was there. Ford had a couple of cars. General Motors had cars. A lot of cars, guys. This one here is another Tesla. I think this was privately owned. This here is an older Bronco 2. And this is pretty cool looking. All electric, guys. So I guess the four-wheel drive works, but it's electric on this thing. I noticed on the rear bumper, it actually has the sensors. So it has the parking sensors on it, which I thought was kind of weird. But California plates on this, so it came from California. We got another Tesla there. Couple, again, you know, fast-looking bikes here. But we have one of these Jacka or something or other. The Jackaroos, something like that. They call those bikes. This bike was for sale, but again, another quick bike for sure. That's that little bike. It's Jackaroo, something like that. Little small bike. This is the van from Volkswagen. This is pretty cool. This is a fully electric Volkswagen. My wife really likes these things. So I took a look at this so I could show my wife. This thing, again, was from California. Most of these cars were, but they did a really nice job reviving this thing. So we all remember these things, and it looks very similar to it, but kind of got a, I don't know, a comic book look to the front of this thing. When you look at it, it looks like a little dog or something. I don't know. But my wife loves these things. She's like, oh, if we get one of those, we could go camping in it. And yeah, I don't want to sleep in a car, that's for sure. Hotels for me, guys. The last time I went camping, I said I'd never do that again, and I'll get a hotel room. So, and camping's not cheap anymore either. Here's a Tesla over here. This thing's hit in the back. I'm really not sure why this thing was here. I think they were showing how well the car held up when it was hit in the rear because they trailered it in. I don't know. Maybe it was a body shop. I have no idea. Again, there was some electric boats here. Not many. I think there was 3 in total, something like that. We've got some little carts here. This thing was... I stopped to look at this thing because it's like a little Mario Kart. So they got the Mario on the back here. And I could picture him flying around on the track. My kids used to play that game. And we had another one over here, different seating on it. This here is a... It's an airplane car, whatever you want to call it, a flying car. Doesn't look like a car to me, but it goes up. I saw an article a couple of days later down in New York. They thought it was a UFO or some weird thing, but it was very interesting. It goes right up from where it is. That's the third boat that's there. And we are walking down. This is where all the cars are down here where they were doing rides and stuff. I did not take any rides in the cars. It's just not something that interested me. I'd have an interest in a car, but I don't want to go out and drive them unless I'm serious about buying one. This is a very interesting thing. This is a snowblower, but this is a modular type one. You can put all these blower attachments, your lawnmower attachments. I think I'm going to do a video about this. I talked to the guy about it. I was interested in it. It's a lot of money. This is Alex going by in a Lucid. These these guys were having fun. Alex was out there and Tyler was out there. They drove a bunch of cars the first day. I actually took off, got lost, and did my own thing out there. So I was walking around, I was looking at the bikes, and I was having a good time doing that by myself. It was kind of nice. You got a scooter over here. This thing is like the Tesla of scooters. I don't know. I don't want to drive one of these, but they look like they're fun to drive. I had a scooter before, a gas-powered one, so I had a little bit of interest in it, all the way up to the point where I found out they were $10,000. This stainless steel one here is $10,000. I think $10,000 is pushing the envelope for a scooter. I mean, I guess in the right situation, if you lived in a very good climate and you could use it year round, it would be an alternative to buying a car. But up here, I have maybe 5 months that I could drive one of these things tops. This one here is a little bit smaller. It was a little bit cheaper, but I still think it was around the $8,000 mark. So way too much money for these. I'm sure they'll have these things coming out in much cheaper prices, and I'm sure there's already some out there in some cheaper prices. But these were definitely high quality. They were nice. They were fast, and not for me though. All right, guys, we've got the Onyx bike here. Heard a lot about these. Never seen them in person. Looks like some pretty substantial forks on this one.
It's really important that you get that software right, because there's nothing worse than you bought a new vehicle, you drive it all, and all of a sudden
It's painted on it, not stainless. Very small directionals on it, guys. Brake light. Single speed on it, no gears. But this isn't a kind of bike that you're going to really pedal. They're just on there for looks. Got another one over here. It's all blacked out. no directionals on this one. Looks like the tires and the frame's a little bit beefier on this one, so this one must be a faster one. Nice headlights on it, mag wheels. Definitely is motorcycle looking. Personally, if I was going to make the jump to this style bike, I would just accept the fact that it's a motorcycle and I'd put a plate on it. In fact, I have. After the show, I ended up buying a Emoto. You guys will see that. It was a used one that I got from a Harley Davidson dealership, but it was brand new. It's not a Harley, but we'll take a look at it later. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a glance at the bike that I bought. I bought this thing over the phone, and then I went down to get the thing. They sent me this video showing me the bike. Like I said, this bike was brand new, traded in on a live wire, their style electric bike. But and they didn't want to sell this bike, so they basically wholesaled it to me. We'll get into the whole story of this. I changed this bike so much, it's all redone. I did not like the color. This one's got big, thick brakes also. What you need on a faster bike. I had an interest in these. I do have an interest in them. But I think I'll go for the Spark Cycle instead. This thing looks pretty nice though.
How we doing?
How you doing?
All right. These are new electric motorcycles?
Yeah, I've seen them. I've looked at them online and stuff.
Okay.
So
Do you have a motorcycle license?
I do.
You want to road test them?
No, thank you. Not right now.
Oh, okay. We have the silver.
So now you have a Plus and a regular one or something like that? There's two models, right?
Yeah. This one is the most expensive one. That's the regular one.
Okay.
Okay. The difference is the battery size and the power. And also have a little bit more feature, the other one. But it's similar to the same thing, and not the same speed, not enough power. The battery's smaller on the cheaper one, and the distance is less, and the power is less.
Yeah.
So the more power you want, the more upgrades, whatever. It's a little bit.
Now, if I was to take one of these things and do, say, 35 miles an hour, how far would I go?
Okay, this would give you 111 miles on one charge. Okay, so you can go as fast as you want. There's no problem. And also depending on the weight of the person. If
Yep.
one person weight, it will burn the battery a lot.
Right.
Okay. Also, the warranty on the bike is 2-year warranty. The battery's a 3-year warranty. If you look at the charging device on this thing, it gives you 15 times more, which is a total of 111 miles times 15. We're looking at 100,000 miles warranty on the battery. So it's like a 10. I rode this bike. We're going to do a video on it. So coming up in the future, we'll take a look at it.
What do these go for, and what about the...
Base price on it's $5,800.
Yep.
Nice thing with ours, like I said, it is full carbon for the frame, fork, and handlebar, and it is equipped with like name brand components for all the bike side of stuff. So it's all current ceramic apex. So you can walk into any bike shop, get those parts serviced, or get replacements if you need it.
Moped style, not my style, but it's got Tektro brakes on it. Looks like it has directionals in the headlight. Dual crown fork on it. One battery, looks to be about a 20 amp hour battery, probably 17, something like that. And we have speeds on it, so it does have a derailleur, so it looks like a 7-speed on it. It's got full suspension on it because it's got rear suspension also.
Moderated by Theon Lu Wong.
Well, we're back to a voiceover now because they decided to turn the music on. So I can tolerate having them talk in the background, but the music I can't have. So this is the Hay Bike tent. This is the Hay Bike Ranger, I think it is. I know they were going to send me this bike. They ended up sending me the Alpha instead. But this thing looks like a pretty nice bike. They were out there riding it around. I'm impressed with it. It looks pretty nice. The hay bike was a decent bike. I had nothing bad to say about that bike at all. It was a mid-drive, but I was really impressed with that. When it first came in, it was 500 watts. I'm like, ah. And then I rode it, and I was like, wow, this thing's impressive. I almost kept it, but I did sell it. I can't keep them all, that's for sure. This is a different color, which was, I really like the blue on this thing. Not too crazy about the handlebars. This is the Haybike Mars. I've never seen this thing before, didn't know anything about it. Looks like some sort of a cargo bike. And it's a step over. Not a big fan of these step overs. These things tend to be really high. I know it's not any higher than a lot of bikes, but I don't know. I don't like the style bike. I have a couple of them right now that I have reviewed, and they're not for seniors, that's for sure. So if you're a little bit younger, you get your leg over that thing, then go for it. Otherwise, this step through is the way to go for sure. I usually try to get step throughs in. Then again, this year I got into the mountain bike stuff and want a little bit more rigid frame. This is the Van Powers Titan, and I really did want this bike. I wanted the mid-drive version. That's directionals built right into the frame, which is kind of nice. Van Powers makes really nice, they're high quality bikes. I still have the one that they sent me. I kept it. I'm probably going to keep it for a while. This is the mid-drive. This is the one I wanted. I ended up taking this thing for a ride. I was kind of disappointed in it. It only goes 20 miles an hour and you can't override it. So kind of glad I didn't end up getting it.
Always into biking or just e-bikes you got?
Excuse me?
Always into biking?
Just in the last 3 years, I started the channel. I didn't start a channel because of the e-bikes, but it ended up morphing into the e-bikes. So I ended up taking this for a ride, but unfortunately, I had my camera pointing at the ground.
How'd you find the course? Figured it out?
I did. Once I went around it, I was like, okay, this makes more sense. Now, this is obviously limited. Does it go over 20 miles an hour? Because it's going to be unlocked?
Not for the pedal assist, but for the one with throttle, we can actually upgrade to class 3. Yeah, that can go up to 28 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were more interested in the mid-drive, right?
The mid-drive, yeah. All right, guys, you can see Alex down there. He's a guy in a black that's got his camera way up in the air. You think it's easy being a YouTube guy? No, we have to catch all kinds of angles here, so. And there's music playing the entire time we've been here, so we're going to have to screw with the audio just to try to get something that's usable. Tyler's up in front of me, Tyler Wright. He's got his 360 camera hanging out, catching a lot of video. Alex is putting his back up. I should probably have mine out too, but I did take a little aerial view when I first got here. So, well, like I said, guys, it's pretty interesting trying to be a YouTube guy, so it ain't easy.
Dude, I almost wiped out on that thing twice, but it was my own damn fault. Like, I was just like holding it wide open and trying to see how big of a turn I could take on.
All right, we're going to watch Alex over here. He's on a pink bike, guys. So while I was with these guys, I grabbed my camera, my cell phone. I ended up doing some B-roll for these guys, so I did some videos, and it helped them out as far as putting their videos together.
Hey, look at that.
They had a couple of courses out here in the parking lots. This one out here was for the higher speed, more motorcycle-y type things. The Onyx bikes were riding out here. These are course for the bikes that were capable of hitting 50 miles an hour. Let's put it that way. And these bikes here went around the building. They also had another course. It was kind of interesting. People were wiping out all over the place. So I rode around this thing too, and it's really nice to go out and try the bikes. This is Alex coming back in on his pink bike, and he says he likes it, so it wasn't cheap.
I like it. I like it. I want to putt around.
Yeah, they have their place for sure. Like I said, I have that Utopia, and I like taking it on like paved rail trails and
I
stuff.
especially like the color. I mean, look. This thing just, they got to tighten the seat post. This just went on me mid-ride. Going over a bump now.
Thank you.
I like it. It's a tool for the job, man. Insinuating that, like, he didn't say the word, like, oh, well, you're a lawyer.
Thing is, I've always wanted one of these, but they're too damn expensive. I don't even want to ride it because I don't want to like it. But they look like a lot of fun.
You want to try?
Now, I don't want to like it.
You don't like it? Yeah.
I've looked at them. They're too much money. I wouldn't pay
Yeah,
$4,000 for
yeah.
one.
I know.
Again, pay $4,000 to stand up. I don't know.
Maybe they have a seat option.
I think they do, actually. I saw one guy riding around on one with a cooler in the back.
This one, right?
So I was talking to Alex about a seat for this, and yes, they did have a seat for it, and had a rear rack on it. So kind of interesting. I did not want to try these things because I thought I'd like them. They look like a blast, but boy, they start at $4,000+ and I'm not paying that for something I got to stand up on and drive around. That's why we were talking about a seat on it, because I got the skateboards and skateboards, the kick scooters, and you don't want to stand up that often. So those guys were waiting in line to ride that thing. There was a ton of people there. I decided to walk around myself and check some things out. So I ended up walking down, talking to different people down here, and I stopped and talked about this bike here. This bike may end up at my house at some point. I was really impressed with this bike. I ended up coming home looking at different e-motos, and I did buy an e-moto. I bought a used one. It was brand new, but it was used. It was at a Harley Davidson dealership that they did not want to sell, so they offered it to me at a wholesale price. It's a $10,000 bike I bought for $3,500.
Electrify and a large, and then this in black.
That'll work. Large.
And a large?
Yeah.
So I ended up walking down, getting myself a t-shirt, and walked back. And by the time I got back, Tyler had already gone on the scooter. It's a scooter. The four-wheeled scooter, he had already gone on it. Alex was just getting ready to go out at this point. And like I said, the lines are long, and it just not something I wanted to get on, because if I liked it, I'd buy it.
Not bad. Went down to get my $27 t-shirt just so I could say I was here. I just got one that said Electrify so that I can use it on the channel.
That thing is fun.
Is it?
I got it. I was doing they have the front wheels off on the 4-wheel drive one. I didn't know that, but I still got it up to like over 40 miles an hour, and like I was carving with it. Like you can it's weird. So it leans like a bike does, but it's 4 wheels, and I like it. I like that a lot.
I've looked at them a lot, and Alex goes, "You're going to try it?" I said, "No, I don't want to like it because I'll end up wanting to buy one."
That's my problem. As soon as I got on it and started ripping on it, I'm like, I can picture myself just ripping on some dirt roads out in the middle of nowhere on this fucking thing, just sending it. I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need it.
I didn't look at it. Can you pull the batteries out of that thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's a 60 volt, 35 amp hour. The four-wheel drive one will do 7.2 kilowatts at like 55 miles an hour. They're supposed to be coming out with a mini one, supposedly. So
I know they start at like $4,000, and I'd rather spend $5,000 on a bike over there. You know what I mean?
that is
than that.
true,
So.
but like someone like me who has my trail bike, I have my street bike. That is such a different riding
Yeah.
experience. Like it's like nothing else I've stepped on.
I mean, the problem is, like I said to Alex, he's ridden a scooter. You can't spend more than 45 minutes standing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're not only standing up, your kind of muscles are rigid and stuff. So
But,
you're
like,
looking
I
at
also just take my vehicles out for like joy rides. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just go for an hour ride and I will hammer my bike for that whole hour, come back with almost a full battery, like a fully empty battery after, a relatively short ride. What do you think of that thing?
It's very confidence inspiring. It feels much more stable than a high powered scooter. You feel like it. I feel very good throwing it into a corner.
I found the limits of
Oh, you did?
traction on that thing.
It's great, man. I like it a lot.
Dude, I was
expensive though.
I was carving as fast as it would let me through
Yeah.
a thing, and it kicked out a little bit. I was like,
Oh.
oh fuck! And
Oh,
then
yeah.
it righted itself super easy.
Yeah.
So like,
Feels good.
can you imagine riding that out where we took our bikes?
No, those boulders are big, dude.
I meant
Big,
like
big
more,
ones.
I meant more like the dirt roads
Oh,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
That thing
Yeah,
would be
great time.
so fun out
Yeah, great
there.
time.
We definitely had some fun today. Here's Alex riding a wheelie on this wheelie machine. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but look at the smirk on his face. But wait till you see the smile on his face on the next thing that he's going to ride, because, hey guys, here he is on a trike. And I made him come down and try this thing. This is a carbon fiber trike, guys. This thing does 20 miles an hour. It's quick.
Look at that precision.
And they put you through this course to make sure that you can ride this thing, and it's really stable, guys. It's amazing. The only bad thing that I found, there's absolutely no suspension on it, so it's really a little tough on you when you get up to that 20 mile an hour range, but it does 20 no problem. And it's got short range on it though, because it's got a small battery, because the battery's small enough that you can take this on an airplane. They consider this a mobility device, and it goes really slow too. I definitely, like I said, it's a lot of money. We'll get into it. I'm going to do a video on this thing. I was pretty impressed with it. If you had a disability and you needed to get around and you were, I don't know, like me, I have fun on things, I would definitely buy one of these things, even though I thought it was overpriced. I asked the guy if maybe they ever considered doing it in aluminum, and he said maybe in the future. They were a pretty new company, but they were fun. This is probably the funnest thing I rode. Well, I like that Naxium, that's for sure. Alex is headed off to the course.
But yeah, I don't know.
How you guys feeling about food and stuff like that? You guys hungry or not hungry? I ate a shitload, as you guys witnessed, but you guys didn't.
I'm not.
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm not that hungry.
It's only fatso here.
Don't know if there's a ton more that I need to do here.
I know. What time do you guys think we'll head out?
If you guys are good, we can head out soon and just skip lunch. I have protein bars.
'Cause I'm looking at a 5-hour drive. You know what I mean? So-
Yeah. Tell you what, in that case, I think we should wrap it up, in my opinion. But you guys do whatever.
Yeah,
you
let me
want.
walk down this way,
Yeah.
throw business cards at a random, just so that if they're looking
Yeah.
for people, they have it. I doubt it. Who knows?
I think that's it. I want to say I got everything I wanted.
All right, guys, thanks for coming along. This is Hartford, Connecticut. I didn't get home until 9:30, and it was a long day for me, but I enjoyed doing it, and I'm definitely going to do it again. Guys, thanks for coming along today. We're going to have a couple more videos that I got out of this show, and again, thanks for coming. We will have a ride next Saturday. See you on Saturday. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.